Now let us start the carboxylic acid from the chapter aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. First of all, you know well, in carboxylic acid, this is the structural formula in which this carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. Actually, this carbon atom is undergoes in resonance. Like suppose you are having the carboxylic acid in this manner and oxygen has the lone pair of electrons, so that there is a resonance will be takes place between these and you will get such kind of the structure, so that you can say this carbon atom is not purely sp2 hybridized. There is a equal distribution of pi electrons among the two oxygen atoms. Like so we can write the hybrid structure in this manner. COO, and the hybridization pi electrons will be distributed, equally distributed among both the oxygen atom. Now, because of this reason, we can say that this carboxyl carbon does not undergoes in nucleophilic addition reaction like aldehydes and ketones. Because of the same reason, it does not has the pure sp2 hybridized carbon atom because of resonance. Now we will discuss about the preparation of aldehydes, preparation of carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acids can be prepared by the oxidation reactions of the from the various groups. Like we can take the alcohols, aldehydes, and even ketones, which will give rise to the formation of carboxylic acid with the help of strong oxidizing agent, that is KMnO4, K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium. Now we will see the toluene, that is the aromatic hydrocarbon. This aromatic hydrocarbon in the presence of KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium will give rise to the formation of carboxylic acid. If the same reaction will be carried out in the presence of a base like KOH, KMnO4, then first of all it will give rise to the formation of salt of the carboxylic acid. ये बन जाएगा. And after that acid hydrolysis we will get the कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड. उसके बाद हमें कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड मिलेगा. अब देखिए, if you are having a long chain over the benzene ring, like you are having the isopropyl group and you are doing the oxidation, now see, you will get the same result, that is you will get the carboxylic acid. कितना भी बड़ा यहाँ पर आपके पास R group होगा, ultimately it will give rise to the formation of benzoic acid. Now, the another method for the preparation of this ketones are acid hydrolysis, in which we are using the acid like concentrated H2SO4, and then it will cyanide group, that is a nitrile group, or there is an amide group or acyl group, or you can say the anhydride group. Now, nitrile means cyanide, amide, acyl, or the anhydride group, they will give rise to the formation of corresponding carboxylic acid having the same number of carbon atom. Suppose you are having acetyl chloride and you are doing the acid hydrolysis, it will give rise to the formation of CH3COOH. With the same number of carbon atom, we are getting the carboxylic acid. Now, in case of ester, suppose you are having the esters like RC double bond O, OR dash. Suppose you are having this kind of the ester. Now, after the acid hydrolysis, concentrated H2SO4 and the water, it will give rise to the formation of carboxylic acid and there is a formation of alcohol. ये हमें मिल जाएगा. So, this is called the deesterification reaction, in which the ester is undergoes in the hydrolysis to give the carboxylic acid is the one of the product and the alcohol is another product. So, now you will see the Kolbe's reaction, in which we are introducing the COOH group in the presence of CO2 group. The presence of CO2 gas, like suppose you are having the phenol and you are doing the reaction in the presence of NaOH because of the formation of this sodium phenoxide ion, and after that you are introducing the CO2 gas, then there is a formation of this sodium salt of salicylic acid, and after the acid hydrolysis there is a formation of salicylic acid. Now this salicylic acid can also be converted into aspirin. Suppose you are having the salicylic acid and you want to convert this into aspirin. Aspirin is 2-acetoxybenzoic acid. Now it will be takes place by the acetylation, which can be done with the help of acyl halide, or it can also be done with the help of anhydride. Ye anhydride. This or this, we can use any one of the reactant and we results in the formation of 2-acetoxybenzoic acid, which is aspirin. यहाँ पर ये aspirin बन जाएगा आपका, ठीक है. Aspirin, which is used as an antipyretic, or it can also be used as an antipyretic or analgesics. So another method by which we can prepare the carboxylic acid is using the Grignard reagent. In Grignard reagent is a kind of reaction in which we are increasing the number of carbon atoms. Like suppose you are having the carbon dioxide and you are adding RMgX. In RMgX, it is the carboanion and MgX positively charged, so that the CO2 may this type of the shifting of pi electrons takes place, and R will be attack on the carbon atom, which is electrophilic in nature, and MgX will be attack on the oxygen atom, which is nucleophilic in nature, and it give rise to the formation of, that is COMgX and then double bond O, and R group will be attached from the Grignard reagent. So R group can be anything, that is the alkyl group, or it can be the benzylic group, so that we can form the carboxylic acid. That is, after the hydrolysis, you will get R, C double bond O and OH. So this kind of the product you will get. Suppose you want to make the like this 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. So this group will be obtained from the CO2 and this will be obtained from the Grignard reagent. So for the preparation of this compound, we have to take the benzyl magnesium chloride or bromide, anything else. So when we are adding this compound with the CO2 gas and the acid hydrolysis give rise to the formation of this 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. So depending upon our requirement, we can add the R group like this. Now this was all about the preparation of the carboxylic acid using the various groups. Now we will see what are the physical properties, or how does the carboxylic acids will be shows the boiling point, solubility, acidic behavior, etc. So first of all, we will discuss about the boiling point. As you know well, carboxylic acids have the very high boiling point because they undergoes in the hydrogen bond formation. But this hydrogen bond formation is different from the alcohols, because in alcohols only the one OH group is there which can undergoes in the hydrogen bond formation. But in carboxylic acid, C double bond O group is also present, which simultaneously forms the hydrogen bonding, and it results in the formation of cyclic dimer. Like suppose you are having acetic acid. In acetic acid, you have this kind of the group, and both are responsible for the hydrogen bonding like this, and you can easily see the hydrogen bond formation will be takes place between these two groups, and this is called the formation of cyclic compound. So this is called cyclic dimer. डाइमर का मतलब होता है दो आपके जो मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं वो अटैच हो जाते हैं, और साइक्लिक का मतलब है कि दे अरेंज्ड इन ए साइक्लिक फॉर्म, क्लोज्ड रिंग बन गया. So the strong hydrogen bonding will causes the highest boiling point of the carboxylic acid, and because of that reason they shows no volatile character. इनका कोई volatile character नहीं है, क्योंकि low volatile का मतलब है कि they are having the very strong intermolecular force of attraction between them. So now you can make a series of the hydrogen bond formation of which affects the boiling point of the various functional groups. Like we are having the hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are having the weak van der Waals force of attraction, so they have the least boiling point. After that, the ethers will have the low boiling point because of the presence of weak dipole-dipole interaction. Then the alkyl halides, which are having the strong dipole-dipole interaction, so they will shows the high boiling point as compared to these two groups. After that, there will be aldehydes which are having the dipole-dipole interaction. We have seen in the aldehydes and ketones physical properties. And after that, there will be ketones, which shows the high boiling point as compared to aldehydes. And after that, alcohols will be there, which shows the hydrogen bond formation. And at last, the carboxylic acid will shows the strongest boiling point, strongest hydrogen bonding due to the formation of cyclic dimer. So they are having the highest boiling point. So in that series, any compound can be asked to show the boiling point order. So you may compare in this manner. Now we will see about the solubility. The carboxylic acids are soluble in water due to the presence of hydrogen bonding. That will also you have done in the alcohols. Ki whenever the hydrogen bonding or the compounds are ionic in nature, they are soluble in water due to the high solvation energy. So this was about the boiling point and solubility. Now we will discuss about the acidity of the carboxylic acids. Acidity means the release of H positive ion. So carboxylic acids are acidic in nature because of the carboxylate ion formation. Like suppose you are having, this is the carboxylic acid, and after the removal of H positive ion, they results in the formation of carboxylate ion. This carboxylate ion will be resonance stabilized. How does it takes place? It will be takes place in this manner. The negative charge will be like this. This is the carboxylate ion, and after this it will forms the resonance stabilization like this. Now here you can easily see that negative ion will be appear on the electronegative oxygen atom, and because of that reason these resonating structures are highly stable one, and the carboxylic acids are strong acidic in nature. So the first topic we have completed here, the acidity, that is the why the carboxylic acids are strong acidic in nature, or they have low pKa value and high Ka value. That is the dissociation constant for acids. Now we will compare the carboxylic acidity of the carboxylic acids with phenols. As in the alcoholic chapter, you have seen that phenols are strong acidic in nature and having low pKa value. Now here we will compare among the carboxylic acids and the phenol, which are more acidic in nature. Now see, phenols after the release of H positive ion, they will forms the phenoxide ion. And this phenoxide ion is resonance stabilized, and the negative charge will be appear on the oxygen at the carbon atom in this manner. And likewise you can make more structures for the phenol. In carboxylic acid, when the H positive ion is released, there is a formation of carboxylate ion, and this carboxylate ion will also be resonance stabilized like this. Now see what is the difference between these two. Since phenoxide ion has the more resonating structure, but in case of carboxylic acids, the less resonating structures are there. But here, during the resonance, negative charge appear at the carbon atom. In case of carboxylic acid, the negative charge appear at oxygen atom. Now, if you will see these two, the oxygen atom is more electronegative than carbon atom. So, the oxygen atom carry negative charge is more stable as compared to the carbon carrying negative charge. And because of that reason, the resonating structures for the carboxylate ion are strong resonating structures and stable resonating structures. And because of that reason, the carboxylic acids are strong acidic in nature as compared to phenols, and the phenols are less acidic as compared to carboxylic acid. So this was about the acidic behavior of carboxylic acids and phenols. In the third topic of the acidity, we will discuss about the effect of substituent. As you know well, there are two types of the groups are present. One is electron donating group, another are electron withdrawing group. Electron donating group like NH2 group, like CH3 group, means R groups are there, which has a tendency, OH negative group, they has a tendency to give the electrons. And in case of electron withdrawing groups, you can see NO2 group, you can see the halogens, which are electronegative in nature, and cyanide group, aldehydic group, or so many groups are there which are electron withdrawing group. Now see, how does these electron donating group and electron withdrawing group affect the acidic behavior of carboxylic acid? So whenever the electron donating groups are present, they will decrease the acidity. And whenever the electron withdrawing groups are present, they will increase the acidity. It is because of the reason electron donating group will increase the electron density around the carboxyl carbon. अगर इस तरीके से ग्रुप आपका प्रेजेंट है, तो जो इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेटिंग ग्रुप है, they will increase the electron density around the carbon atom, and because of that reason, the release of H positive ion will become difficult. But whenever you are having electron withdrawing group, there will be electron withdrawing group like this. They will decrease the electron density. Cl is electronegative in nature, so it will attract the electron density towards itself and make the carbon atom electron deficient. And because of that reason, the release of H positive ion will become easy. Because of that reason, we can say that electron withdrawing groups will increase the acidity and electron donating group will decrease the acidity. So many questions are there to which you can compare the acidic behavior of the various groups. Like you can take the example acetic acid, chloroacetic acid. Since the chloroacetic acid में Cl is electronegative in nature, so it will be more acidic in nature. These two groups में fluorine is more electronegative as compared to Cl, so it is more electronegative in nature and more acidic in nature. Now in the third example, 1 chlorine, 2 chlorine and 3 chlorine atoms are there. So it shows the more minus I effect. So it will be more acidic in nature. Now in the fourth one, you will see as the number of R groups increases, that is electron donating groups are increasing. So because of that reason, it is more acidic in nature. Now among these three, you will see that the C6H5COOH may the benzene ring will take the electrons. It is electron withdrawing group, like behaving like electron withdrawing group. So it will be more acidic in nature as the other groups. So second number पे ये होगा और last में ये acidic in nature होगा. So that was the all about the acidic behavior of the carboxylic group comparison and the effects of the substituents on the acidic behavior of carboxylic group. Now you will see the next topic is the chemical properties. In chemical properties, first of all, we will see the esterification reaction, which we have seen earlier also. That is, the reagent is concentrated sulfuric acid, which is used as a dehydrating agent. And carboxylic acid and the alcoholic groups are there, which will follow the formation of the ester and water. Since it is a reversible reaction, so as soon as the ester will be formed, we have to distill off either water or ester. We have to separate these two. Otherwise, we will get the reactant back. This is very important question regarding examination point of view. Now you will see the mechanism of the esterification. First of all, there is an addition of proton. That will be oxygen contain the lone pair of electrons. So first of all, the esterification में सबसे पहले protonation होगा, and in protonation the positive charge appear at this oxygen atom, and then it will be act as a nucleophile. Now oxygen has a lone pair of electron, so it will be attack on the carbon atom, and there is a dispersion of pi electrons takes place in this manner. So this oxygen atom will get the positive charge because it will give the electron towards the carbon atom. So after that, there is a deprotonation takes place in this manner. Deprotonation takes place and we will recover the acid back. So we are saying that it is an acid catalyzed reaction where the acid is act as a catalyst. And then there is a shifting of proton and removal of water takes place, that is minus H2O in this manner. So you will see the formation of ester and removal of water. Now you will see the oxygen atom in the ester, this oxygen will be come from the alcohol and this part will be come from the carboxylic acid. ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है कि water में जो H है और OH है वो कहाँ से आया. OH जो आपका आएगा वो आएगा carboxylic acid से और H जो आपका आएगा वो आएगा अल्कोहल से. So that was about the esterification and the mechanism of esterification of the reaction. Then you will see the formation of anhydride. When the two acid molecules are joined together again in the presence of acid, because there is a removal of water takes place. So what will happen? There is a removal of water molecule takes place, OH and H, and there is a formation of anhydride. So we can say that anhydride is the combination of two carboxylic acids which may be same or which may be different. Like suppose you are having CH3COOH, or there may be formic acid. Okay, then there is a formation of CH3C double bond O, and then formation of CH3COO, और यहाँ पे आपका बन जाएगा C double bond O and H. तो ये आपका बन गया फॉर्मिक एसिड का और एसिटिक एसिड का, इथेनोइक, methanoic anhydride. So the two anhydride, mixed anhydride may be there, or the simple anhydride may be there, in which the two acidic molecules are same. When the two acidic molecules are different, they are mixed anhydride. See the another reaction of the carboxylic acid, that is a reduction reaction, by which you can get the formation of alcohol, that will be in the presence of lithium aluminium hydride, and the primary alcohol you will get by using this. Suppose you are having the benzoic acid, then there is a formation of benzyl alcohol. Now the another reaction of the carboxylic acid is decarboxylation, in which the removal of carboxylic group takes place from the sodium or the potassium salt of carboxylic acid, and the reagent used will be soda lime, which is a mixture of NaOH and CaO. So it's very simple reaction. That reaction you have done in the 11th standard also in hydrocarbon chapter. So sodium salt of benzoic acid in the presence of soda lime heating, you will get the benzene. Here the one carbon atom is less in the hydrocarbon from the parental chain. Suppose you are having sodium salt of propanoic acid, and when we are adding the, ये हमने add किया, what is that? That will be soda lime. Then there is a formation of ethane. This group will be completely removed. So you can do the various reactions using this decarboxylation. We will get the hydrocarbon having the one carbon atom less than the parental carboxylic acid. And the next naming reaction is HVZ reaction, which is the Hell-Wohlhardt-Zielinski reaction. In Hell-Wohlhardt-Zielinski reaction, there is alpha halogenation takes place. Alpha halogenation takes place. Means this carbon atom is the alpha hydrogen atom. So that whenever the Cl2 or Br2 will be attacked in the presence of red phosphorus, there is a substitution takes place at the alpha carbon atom, and we are getting chloroacetic acid. When this chloroacetic acid will react with ammonia, then there is a formation of amino acid, which is glycine. So this reaction can also be used for the generation of various compounds. Suppose you are adding KCN to it. Suppose you are having the KCN to it. KCN अगर आपने इसमें ऐड किया chloroacetic acid में, तो then you will get the formation of CN, CH2 and COOH. ये आपको मिल जाएगा. And when you will do the complete hydrolysis, then you will get COOH, CH2, COOH. ये आपको मिल जाएगा compound. That is 1,3-propane dioic acid. So that various compounds you can form by using this Hell-Wohlhardt-Zielinski reaction. And this reaction can be also gives the mixture of the alpha substituted alpha halogenated product. Like एक Cl replace हुआ, then there is a formation of 2 Cl can also be replaced. फिर आपको CCl3, COOH, इस तरीके के compound भी आपको मिल सकते हैं. So that the alpha carbon atom will be get substituted or halogenated with the help of Cl2 or Br2 in the presence of red phosphorus and heating. Now we will see how does the OH will be get replaced by the Cl, that is PCl5, PCl3 or SOCl2. So that in this case there is a formation of oil. This is acetyl chloride, this is benzoyl chloride. which can also be converted into the various functional group. Rosenman reduction अगर आप करते हैं तो you will get the aldehyde over here, aldehyde मिल जाएगा. अगर आप हाइड्रोलिसिस करते हैं तो आपको वापस कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड मिल जाएगा. So this is the how does you can replace the OH by using, this is the nucleophilic substitution reaction कि OH is replaced by the Cl here over here. Now here the carboxylic acid has been completed. The last topic that will be the actually the mixed topic, that is the iodoform test. That is the iodoform test, and I will explain this in the next lecture. So till then you have to complete your aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acids. So take care and stay at home.